Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Noob Wrestling After Hours. I'm your host, Nick. Today we got a very special guest. I posted it on social media. A lot of you guys have been reaching out to me wondering who it is. You don't need to wait any longer. I've got Frank Stone here with us. Appreciate you coming on, brother.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, my man. Appreciate
Uh,
it.
Absolutely. Before I go anywhere, I just want to say thank you for your service. I appreciate that greatly.
Hey, man, thank you. I know the guys are training back here, so it's a little bit loud, but I'll do my best to make sure I hear your questions and I
Yeah,
answer them as best I can.
absolutely. I'll talk loud too. So who are you? What do you do?
Oh, well, they call me the commander of the universe, Frank Stone. I'm here at Nation of Wrestling. This is my promotion, my school. I train some of the best athletes in El Paso, Texas. I'm also the NWA two-time national Texas tag team champion with my partner, AJ Farrat. He stays down in San Antonio, which is closer to you. And we are the two-time NWA tag team champions at Texas Style Wrestling. And we're just here, man, trying to train up the next generation.
Hell yeah,
I
man.
see you got
So
a title on your shoulder, man. Tell me about that.
yeah, I had this one custom made by a friend. It's part of the whole gig here, the shtick I put on here. So it's not as cool as yours for sure.
Nice, nice. If you want, we can go title for title if you want. We can do this.
I might be tempted to, but the wife would probably be like, "You're going to end up in the hospital."
That's nice. All right, all
uh,
right, all right.
so yeah, so a lot of servicemen and women get out of the service and become, police officers, firefighters. What made you want to, what made you go to wrestling?
Oh my gosh. So I was wrestling before service, actually. I started wrestling
Okay.
back in 2007 at Body Slam University at Coastal Championship Wrestling down in South Florida. In 2014, I started my military career, and I got out in 2018. And I came back to pro wrestling in 2019, starting off with AEW in Florida at the Daily Place, and pretty much I kickstarted my career back again. I've been still going for the past, 7 years now, which is amazing. Got to the point where I got a school, working with the NWA, and I'm here training the next generation. So, I mean, I'm more than blessed, man. I'm happy. I'm more than blessed at what I'm doing. And I'm trying to get more guys into the NWA and get more people, more talent into the school so we can start pumping out some real hardcore pro wrestlers.
I mean, I'll tell you right now. You wait for my daughter to get a little older, man. She'll be down there, man. She loves this stuff.
Thank
Um,
you.
Another thing. So, what are some similarities and skills shared between wrestling and your military service?
Perfectly. So I was always a very disciplined guy from since before military. So the military to me was actually a little different. A lot of people that do know me in the military, or the people that knew me that when they got out, uh, military was very easy to me. Push-ups, sit-ups, running those miles. That was something I was disciplined. That was already me. That was already installed in me way before that. The military was amazing to me. But the one thing about the military that I loved was the level of commitment and discipline. It taught me to stay committed to things, even when it got tough, even when things were bad. It kept me disciplined. Even when I got shipped over to Kuwait and I was in Iraq and I had to do missions and stuff like that, even when it sucked, you know what? Those were the best times because it really taught me who I was. And then in the wrestling business, there's ups and downs that people don't talk about, and especially when someone's just coming in. It's some of the stuff that no one talks to them and saying, hey, man, you're going to have high days, you're going to have low days. You're going to have times when you're like, hey, man, you just got booked as an extra as from WWE. And then there's going to be days when, man, I can't get a book in, I can't find work. There's ups and downs. You got to know how to still persevere and stay disciplined to your craft. When you're not working, get in a gym. Find a gym just like this and train with someone that's maybe 2 levels above you. Train with someone that's above you so they can keep polishing your skills and get you better. Find a crew that wants to make you better. Iron sharpens iron in this business. The only way to get better is find more iron and sharpen yourself against it. So that's one thing that happened in the military. I had great friends in the military that when they saw me, they wanted to help me because I wanted to become better. So they sharpened me. And it's the same thing in the business. So my trainers, my current mentors and trainers here in the business is Rodney Mack and Jazz. Yes, Rodney Mack and Jazz, I love them. They're amazing. They're amazing mentors. They're amazing brothers and sisters to me. And they give me knowledge from where they are, and they teach me, and I take that same knowledge in my mind. I come back here and I give it back to them.
That's
So
awesome.
that's it. That's the military training infused with just discipline, time, commitment, consistency. It's everything.
That's badass, man. That's awesome. So you said he did some AEW. So going into that, how lucky do you need to be to get that opportunity? Like what goes into that?
I will tell you this much. There is a bit of luck due to wrestling. Okay, so I knew one of the greatest wrestling promoters that I knew at the time. His name was Howard Brody. He was a good friend of mine. He had gotten me into NWA Ring Warriors back in the day when I got the chance to be managed by New Jack in the New Gangsters back in NWA Ring Warriors. Because of Howard Brody and my connection to QT Marshall back in South Florida, when I came back into the business in 2019, he called up QT Marshall, which I didn't know was a part of AEW, and he said, "Hey man, I got a guy that wants an opportunity. Do you have something for him? Sorry about that. Do you
There you
have
go.
something for him?" And QT was like, "Oh, Frank, yeah, we have something for him. Tell him to come down." He said, "Just make your way over here, and we got something for you." So I went out on a limb. I drove from El Paso, Texas, all the way to Jacksonville, Florida, like 27 hours or something, and I was there at Daily Place, and I said, "Hey man, I'm here." I had nothing. I had literally nothing, just pure black. I mean, you could go and watch the videos. They're on YouTube. Frank Stone and AEW. You see, I was wearing pure black from head to toe. I had no real gear because I just came out. I couldn't find anyone to get gear. And I think we're just going into the whole COVID lockdown thing. We're just getting into it. So I couldn't find no one to make me gear. But the opportunity is there. So if you want to call that luck, that's amazing luck because I got back in. I got an opportunity to get kind of a flow. I got an opportunity to meet people again. And that really sparked my opportunity to like start pursuing wrestling again. Then I went back down to Texas, which everyone tells you want to be a pro wrestler. Texas is one of the most brutal, devastating states to be a pro wrestler because here we wrestle. It's not that it's not that fake play wrestling. It is we're gonna do smash mouth Texas style wrestling. So when I went back to wrestling here, I found SWE. SWE was a up and coming promotion that had like they were selling out like small gymnasiums and like small civic centers. They were selling up 3,000 people in these places. So I just went there for a tryout and boom, I got an opportunity again. They put me through a range of matches. I had a brutal match with the Blood Hunter. You can check that on the YouTube as well. I mean, that was brutal, and that's kind of how I solidified myself as a Texas-style wrestling guy. Where they're like, okay, this guy got balls. He can go, and he can step to anybody in the ring. I could take it, and I can dish it too. And that's where it all started. And then I gained that trust, and I've been here ever since. So for, I think, 5 years into that, I've been consistent, going to Texas-style wrestling, Dark Pound Championship Wrestling down in San Antonio, and I'm starting my own promotion here in El Paso, wrestling with the NWA, and honestly, there is a little bit of luck, but consistency can go a long way.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I get called lucky a lot from just stuff that I've done, and just I mean, obviously nothing as cool as you, but I get told, "Hey, you're lucky," and a lot of times I sit there and tell them, is it really luck or is it the dedication to whatever you're doing and that opportunity opens up because you're continuing to chase it? So I
Consistency
like that
beats luck,
answer.
man.
Absolutely.
Consistency beats luck every day.
Yep. Another good question here is, what mistakes did you make early on and how did you learn from it?
Wow, lots of mistakes. Lots of mistakes. Back then in my day, when I first started, there was still a lot of no, there was still kayfabe to a way where you don't take pictures with people and you don't really you just wasn't really a social media guy because I think social media just came around that time in like 2007, 2006. Social media was just taking off. YouTube was just taking off. Like a lot of social media stuff was just taking off. So back in my day, the guys that I got trained by was old school heads. We didn't take pictures of like hanging out with people. So back in Body Slam, we had people like MVP, Norma Smiley, D'Lo Brown, like people that was currently world champions and like intercontinental champs coming down and training with us. We never took pictures, bro. So my biggest mistake was never taking pictures. And now I'm like, to think that, man, I should have took pictures. I should have had memories because all I have is just stories now. But
Yeah.
that's what the old heads had. The old heads only had stories to pass on. They didn't have pictures much. And if they have pictures of rare stuff, that's the stuff you see on like the photos that come out like years later and stuff.
Yep.
But we didn't have that. So we knew not to do that because that's like a markish thing. But now when you think about it, like that's what the world is all like. At the end of the day, when you're done wrestling, and let's say this business is put behind you, what do you have left? Memories. Take as many pictures as you can, especially with people that you have make friendships with, the people that you get bonds with, the people you the people that you have matches with, the people that you grow with. take pictures and enjoy those moments because that's all you have left. So that's one of the biggest mistakes that I made when I was coming up, that I wish I would have took pictures with people more. And I think when I was younger, I wish I would have been more bolder to go out and do more. I'm now doing it now, but back then I wish I would have done more. That's all.
Beautiful, beautiful. So what would you say if you had to pick one thing? What's the biggest difference from Frank Stone then to Frank Stone now? Biggest difference.
Oh, but that's the big change. For me, Frank Stone then, there was no Frank Stone then. It was JT Flash then. So the whole character change was actually me transforming into who I am now. JT Flash was that more the Southern guy, the guy that was more of the Rock and Roll Express, the Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty type wrestler. When I became Frank Stone, I became more of the brawler, more of the fighter, more of the big guy, more of the thrower, more of the guy that throw bodies. I don't throw hands, I throw humans. So I became a whole different beast altogether. And I had a whole direction, a whole different direction in how I approach wrestling now. So the idea of it, I'm looking for the bigger competition. I'm not looking for, just a good match. I want the top. I want the steak. I want the sizzle. I want it all. So the idealism of who I was back then compared to now, two different people.
Awesome. Next one would be you wouldn't wrestle if you didn't like it, and if you didn't find it rewarding. What about wrestling is rewarding to you?
Wow. You're looking at it. Hey guys, say hi real quick. My family. That's the most rewarding part about wrestling for me right now. Finding
Yeah.
a group of guys that love the same shit I do what I do, come in every night, bust their butts, work hard, and they're all in the same game as me. They want to make this thing great. They want to be good individuals to the point where it's sharpening iron. Everybody wants it. It's like finding a group of people that do the same thing. And I mean, you know what I'm talking about. When you go out with your regular friends, does everybody talk about wrestling?
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Look at these guys. They're
yeah.
living it. They're traveling. They are living the dream. We talk about wrestling. We talk about what we love doing. It's a niche. That's the part about that's so amazing. When I go to work during the day, I can't talk about this because those guys want to talk about football. They want to talk about other things. But this is wrestling, man.
Hell yeah. So when did you decide to open up your own academy?
So good question. I opened up my own company about 2 years ago in 2024. And the reason why is because I've always been training a lot of people, always since South Florida. Since South Florida and Coastal Championship days, I became the guy that everyone came to the school and they would train with me and I'll train them up. I Then when I got here and I started retraining, I didn't realize how good I was. And that's not to like boost the ego or anything, but I didn't know where I was like skill wise. And I had to call my trainer. I was like, hey man, I'm like, dude, should I open up my own school? And he said, are you fucking stupid? You should have been open up your school. You're freaking good. I'm like, what? I'm like, mind
Yeah, yeah.
blowing. Um, because every time I go to a new school, I'm trying to find some place to train myself. I'm trying to train for myself. The coach there would ask me to start training their students. I'm like, no, why are you asking me to train your guys? I'm trying to get training myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's when it kind of erupted to me like, oh shoot, I got it. I should be doing this. And when I open the doors, you see I got people here. This is not my first generation. This is a third generation.
Mm-hmm.
This is the third generation. We've been through three generations right now, and we're training the third generation right now, and it's just been blown up. And right now we're accepting the fourth generation that's coming in next. So yeah, it's a blessing to be able to open up a school, man. That was the key idea. When people started coming to me and asking me to train, that's when I knew I had to open up a school.
What goes into it that most people wouldn't think of?
Patience, patience. Think about it. From a child, you've been told don't fall, don't roll, don't do all that stuff. Now I got grown adults that I have to retrain to be kids again.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yep, yep,
You know? And I'm
yep.
telling them to fall on their back. I'm telling them to act like kids. I'm telling them to have fun. And they're like, wait, what? Yeah. You gotta have fun to be
You
in this
gotta have
business.
fun.
You gotta have fun. So the biggest thing as a coach, you gotta have patience with them. You gotta know when to be patient.
Yep. Now, what do you think is harder, wrestling yourself or sitting there running the academy?
Everything. All of it.
Yep.
All of it. All of it.
What do you think is more important to starting a successful wrestling career, having a strong personality or the athletic ability?
Oh, personality will beat ability any day. Personality can beat ability any day because personality, promos, and learning how to talk, how to communicate is one of the strongest factors in the wrestling business. When you know how to communicate with fans, when you know how to reach out and touch somebody, that sells tickets. Your ability doesn't have to be much in the ring. You don't have to do much. Now, if you're an ability guy, that's great. You do have a place on the card for you. You have a place in the business somewhere for you. But the biggest factor in wrestling will always be being able to communicate and personality.
Awesome. Do you ever sometimes just get like frustrated when like some of the students maybe don't understand a certain concept that maybe you're well versed in? I'm a baseball coach, and sometimes I get frustrated teaching the kids when certain things aren't clicking that to me are just so second nature. I got to kind of step back and remember that hey, I'm the coach for a reason. I'm here to teach them, and sometimes you got to take that extra step. And maybe it's something you missed the before that you need to go over to let them be able to go. Kind of like you got to crawl before you run.
I don't think I get frustrated. Um, I've been doing this for quite a while now. So when I find people that they can't get what I'm saying, it challenges me. I like it because it's giving me as a coach an opportunity to find a new way to teach somebody differently than I've been teaching everybody. So there's always three different ways to teach people, right? You show them, you do it with them, and then you like walk them through, right?
Yep.
Right? So they see it, they hear it, and then they do it. So if I can't get it to you that way, I'm gonna figure out a new way to teach it to you. And I've had multiple students here that they see it, they do it, and it's like, okay, we're good. And then some have to tell it to them, and they're like, okay, I got it. And then some of them have to do it with them over and over and over, repetition wise, just for them to get it. Like, oh, I got it. Everyone's different, and I tell my guys, don't get frustrated if you don't get the moves right automatically. Some guys get the moves like this, and some guys take longer to get it. But there's also like balances. If you don't get the moves, sometimes psychology, you're gonna get that quicker than you get the moves. And then if you get the moves, it's gonna take a while to get psychology because you're like, wait, where does this go? You
Yep.
know, so don't beat yourself up about it. And as a coach, it's my job to remind them we have time. That's why we have a school. That's why I'm teaching, because I'm here for you to teach you and take my time to guide you through everything. Just like my coaches, man. My coaches didn't get frustrated with me. They just put me in there and they said, go, 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 go. And if I didn't get it, go, go, go again. You know,
Yep.
put me in there and let the fire cook some more until I finally got cooked. Hey, we're cooking, baby.
Yeah. I mean that's a beautiful take, man. That's really awesome. So so do you have a particular goal for the students in general, or do you have like individual goals you have depending on the talent?
Definitely. For me, personal goals, I want them to all debut on Nation of Wrestling on our show and finally be an impact in the community. That's my personal goal. Overall goal, it's my job. I want one of these guys to make it, whether it's myself, and I'm no gatekeeper. So if there's an opportunity for one of my guys, I'm not the guy to go, oh, it's mine. I'm not that guy. If they're looking for Ivy Red, one of my female wrestlers, I'm sending her to go work. If they're looking for LTZ, Mystic, and my luchador, I'm sending them to go work. It's not about me. It's about getting somebody to somewhere so someone's like, oh, shoot, that guy came from Nation of Wrestling. Because guess what? If any one of these guys make it, these doors open even more. And that's my job. That's my goal. I want someone to make it. I want someone to be successful in what they're doing so that more people can know and acknowledge what's going on here so we can get more camaraderie, more fans, more people coming in trying to train, and we can build a school even more. That's a win for me.
Ah, that's awesome. That's awesome. On social media, I saw you posted a picture saying one step closer to the dream. What is that dream?
For me, it's NWA. I love the NWA. Ever since I was a kid, I've always loved the NWA. Yes, I am in the NWA, but I want to be a full-time NWA wrestler. I want that to be my job, my wake up in the morning and go to work. I want that to be my daily work, my daily that's like providing for my family. That's what I want. So when I say one step closer to the dream, the look, the talent, the ability, the charisma, the promos, everything that I bring to the table is one step closer to finally getting that NWA contract and hopefully getting that with my tag team partner. That's the dream for me and my tag team partner. I should get there. Yes, now when we're there, being NWA world champion, that is the goal. But as of right now, we're in a tag team train and we're going to run that train until we fall off the track.
Hell yeah. If say there was a 6-year-old girl that would be watching this that would want to know what advice could you give her to prepare her to potentially become a wrestler, what would you recommend?
Find a qualified trainer that will take care of you and make sure that they're doing the right thing. There are way too many people in this business that take advantage of people, especially women in this business, and that I hate. I have a wonderful woman here. She's one of my students. She's also helping me train my students, so she understands the quality of what it means to teach her, to treat her with respect and dignity. There's a lot of people that I grew up in this business that I trained with that was very disrespectful to women, and I do not tolerate any of that, especially here. We're all equal in this school, and I teach my guys treat women with respect. So for any woman out there that wants to train in pro wrestling, make sure you find a qualified trainer, a reputable trainer that does right by their students. Get the right trainer. Don't want the type of trainer that's about me, me, me. And I know one of the highest things you want to look for is that trainer still in the business. If they're still in the business, that means they got to be doing the right thing.
From the from the man himself. So that's awesome. Um, yeah, no, I mean, as far as women, I think a while ago they were kind of thought of as kind of like a sideshow, kind of just for people to gawk at and stare at. But I mean, recently, I mean, you got some crazy talent, especially in like the WWE, like with Stephanie Van Care. Sol Ruka is my daughter's favorite right now, and
Nice.
those are some like I wouldn't want to cross some of those. There's some athletic, serious women, and I think it's just really cool that the women are, over the last 10 years are really starting to kind of be able to be like a main event and people
Yes.
enjoy it. So that's
I
awesome.
love what they're doing with the women's today. To women wrestling today is on par with men's wrestling. Storyline wise, the wrestling in the ring is, oh my gosh. Some of it I just can't take my eyes off because it's so rough, they're so violent, they
Yep.
look so aggressive, it looks so real and believable. Like I'm buying into it. Like Kenzie Page and some of the women at NWA, Markova, they are so amazing and astonishing with the ability that they have, and then the promos and the believability. I love what I see. The product is just right now. Today's women's product is shining.
Yep. No, it's absolutely it stands out, and you could probably get rid of all the men in general, and it would be a product that I think a lot of people would still tune into and watch. Um, So I saw something about you having a TV, being on TV on a certain channel. Do you want to explain to the viewers what that is, where they can watch it?
Oh, so yes, I'm promoting right now that two shows actually three shows. NWA has just made their breakthrough debut on Comet TV. Yes, Comet TV. That means you can watch NWA that has not been on TV in over 30 years. Or it's finally on regular TV. In other words, you don't need cable, you don't need an app. You turn on that TV, fix the damn antenna, put on Comet, and boom, you're gonna see Saturday night at 9 o'clock. You're gonna watch NWA TV. My God, that's glorious. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am on it. So yes, watch it.
You were
But
you were in the
also,
first episode, right?
oh my God, yeah, I was on the first episode
I
ever on
watched it.
Friday
I
night.
watched it the other night. I watched
Starting
it the other
match,
night
man.
doing my
Hey,
homework.
that was a blessing from NWA. I mean, hey, they really put us in the spot to shine. So I appreciate the NWA for even putting us on board like that. The NWA is amazing. The
No, that
next
was
show
cool.
is the next show is NWA Dog Pound Championship Wrestling. They're back on YouTube with their show Paradox. They will be on Paradox. You can watch all the episodes where I was also the NWA DPCW heavyweight champion of the world, the commander of the universe, was reigning supreme at one point. Go back and check that out, and check out Dog Pound Championship Wrestling Paradox. And the last show is NWA Texas Style Wrestling on CW33. It's in local markets, but you have to check your local list and see exactly if it's on your station, because we're kind of iffy with where it is in the network. I'm not too sure, but Texas Style Wrestling is on CW. Just check your local list and see what times you got for it.
Hell yeah. Just to wrap stuff up here, we'll be done here shortly. I got a bunch of random, fast paced questions my daughter wanted me to ask you. So, as fast as you can
I'm
answer
ready for
them.
these. Let's go.
All right. Hot dog or hamburger?
Say again?
Hot dog or hamburger?
Woo! Hot dog.
Tag team or solo?
Tag team.
Pickles or onions?
Pickles.
Cena or The Undertaker?
Oh, Undertaker.
Heel or face?
Heel.
Was this interview fun or not?
Greatly fun.
Do you like pine- Do you like pineapple on your pizza?
Oh, yes, I do.
Who would you rather face, Danhausen or The Miz?
The Miz, I'll kick him in the face.
She'd agree with you. But Frank, hey, I appreciate you so much coming on. Did you have any social media you wanted to shout out?
Oh yeah, man. Frank Stone 85 is my social media. You can find me as Frank Stone throughout all social media platforms. Also, for all the fans out there, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity on this podcast. For all your fans that are listening, please tune in to Nation of Wrestling on IG. We're doing monthly shows here in El Paso. We are exploding. We are bringing in new talent. If you're a wrestler out there and you're seeing this podcast, please come down to our gym. Our first training is for free. If you want to be a new student, your first training is free. Come and check it out. Come and see the environment. Come check out the camaraderie that we have and see how it is for you and if it fits you. And just follow us. Check us out. Be a part of it and just tune in. And thank you so much for even having me, man. I appreciate this. This is amazing.
No, absolutely. I appreciate you taking the time. All right, everyone. So, Frank, take it easy. Good luck. I'll be watching and I'll be following you. So I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Take it easy, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Every year the world chop, hop, hop. Every year the world chop, hop, hop. Every year the world chop, hop, hop. Turn me up, turn me up. No wrestling, we crash the ring. Hit so hard, make the whole crow sing. Fly off top, yeah, we bring that pain. No gang here, we don't play no game. Boom, 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 boom. Like, subscribe, hit that bell right now. We done a wave and we run this town. Thanks for watching, we'll see you again. No bristle on me, tell a friend. Hey, hey.